Wait right here. I'll be back in the morning. I know that I'm not that important to you, but to me, girl, you're so much more than gorgeous. So much more than perfect. Right now, I know that I'm not really worth it. If you give me time, I could work on it. Give me some time while I work on it. Welcome back to the channel. Lane Hutson's dad needs to shut the fuck up. We need to get a muzzle for this guy, or someone's got to get this guy in check. This is growing up playing sports. You always have that dad on the team, or a couple of those dads on the team that just like, oh, my son's the greatest player in the world, and I'm going to be the most insufferable person you've ever been around your entire life, and just talk about my son, my boys, my son, my boys. My son's God. All right? You've seen this before. If you played sports growing up, competitively, you've seen this. I've met tons of dads like this. They all suck. And normally, those guys kind of get weeded out before their son, the athlete, gets to the highest level. Normally, someone has a conversation with them. Hey, dad, this isn't going to work at the pro level. You can't, it's not going to happen. We've seen it before. LeVar Ball is probably the best example. And I'm going to talk about that more in this video. But this guy's worse than LeVar Ball. This guy is genuinely worse than LeVar Ball because this is the NHL LeVar Ball. So it's like more annoying than the NBA version and less funny. Because that's basically what the NHL is, right? It's like if you have an NHL version of something that happens in the NBA, it's lesser known, less notoriety, less entertaining. With everything, pretty much. And it's like NHL, like hockey. I'm talking to the hockey world right now. If we're going to have annoying dads, can we have them be funny? Can we have them be absurd and not just be fucking narcissistic assholes? Can I have a laugh? Anyway, this video came out 3 days ago. It kind of made the rounds. Oh, gosh. It kind of made the rounds on Twitter 3 days ago, but I was home in the suburbs and not with my setup, so I couldn't make a video about this, but I think that the situation is so absurd and really entertaining and funny so that I feel like I have to still make this video, so I'm going to. So without further ado, let's hear Mr. Rob Hutson, Lane Hutson of the Montreal Canadiens, just won the Calder Trophy. He got robbed. He didn't get robbed. Why did I even say that? He was not invited to USA Hockey's Olympic orientation camp that happened a couple weeks ago. I'm going to link my reaction to that in the description of this video. And you should watch that, honestly. You should watch that video because in that video, I defend Lane Hutson. I said that I thought Lane Hutson should have been invited to the camp. So if you are watching this video right now and wondering what my take is on Lane Hutson and the orientation camp situation, I was the first to say it. I thought it was insane. I thought that he should have gotten an invite. Is he good enough to make the Olympic team right now? No. Lane Hutson should absolutely not be representing USA Hockey at the Olympics next year because he's just not good enough yet. Will he be eventually? Definitely. And so for that reason, I said that I thought he should be invited to the orientation camp. But without further ado, let's get this clip going. Let's hear what Mr. Rob Hutson, classic insufferable sport dad, has to say here.
Too, so I get it, but just from a Canadian perspective, like a Habs fan perspective, there's a lot of people that are a little baffled by it.
Oh, really?
Well, hey, listen, and you never know what happens in the future. Like, my boys are also Canadian.
Are they? Why are you bringing that up, Rob? Your boys are also Canadian. Why would you bring that up? Uh-oh. This might take a turn for the worse. What could you possibly mean by my boys are also Canadian after talking about getting snubbed from an orientation camp? What could he mean? Let's hear him out.
So
yeah.
there is an absolute luxury there, and
absolute luxury.
A lot of great players have been left off the selection for Olympics and things like that. And
Lots of great, like, this is the narcissistic shit that I'm talking. Lots of great players, and my son is absolutely one of them, right? We've seen this before. We're generational like, it's like, dude, just like his tone is sickening to me.
I think Brett Hall might have been one of them.
Brett Hull, Lane
he
Hudson,
voted with his feet.
Brett Hull, my son.
He went from Canada to the U.S. Like,
I don't think Brett Hull did. I might be wrong about this. Did Brett Hull ever play for Canada? Someone can check me on that, but I think that's a different situation because I feel like he played the entire time for the U.S. I don't think he represented Canada and then started representing the U.S. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, correct me in the comments.
there's all types of scenarios that are I wouldn't say in play, but are possibilities, right?
So they're not in play, but they're possibilities. What could you mean by that? What are you suggesting here? Are you suggesting treason?
And
So Lane could possibly play for Canada someday.
he could.
He could. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess if you're going to say it, yeah. I guess you pointed out he could. He could.
Yeah. Well, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I would not object to that.
And neither would all my relatives that are Canadian.
Oh, I bet.
Go play for Canada. Fuck them. Go play for Canada. Who cares? Fuck them. Go play for Canada. Oh, yeah, your family members would really like that. Go move to Canada, Rob Hutson. No, he's from Lake Barrington. It's a couple towns over where I grew up. It's a beautiful area. He's not going to Canada. Well, yeah, he's going to go to Hamilton, Ontario. He's going to leave the beautiful countryside of Lake Barrington. I've been to that area, very affluent, beautiful area. Gorgeous homes, great real estate. Rob Hutson's not going to fucking, come on. Stop it. He's staying in Lake Barrington. Go to fucking Canada then.
It was hard enough for them to cheer for the U.S. when
sure.
the boys are playing, but it would be really super easy if they were fortunate enough to play for Canada.
Play for Canada. Let your son make your son, because you can tell that's the dynamic here between Lane Hutson and his father. Like, he's Lane Hutson is now an adult playing, making hundreds of thousands of dollars, about to be making millions upon millions of dollars. But you can tell that his dad's going to be making every major decision for him until he's the ripe age of 35 years old. You can just tell that's like the family dynamic here. I could be wrong, and maybe I'm wrong, but just the way this guy talks, I've seen it before. It's helicopter parent times 10, because it's like helicopter parent, but like, my son's the greatest thing you've ever seen in your entire life. My son can walk on water. My son is, if my son was fortunate enough to play for Team Canada, I'm sure my family members in Canada would really love it. Go play for Team Canada. Because you know what? This is so bad. Like, why the fuck would he say this shit? Literally, why would he say this? He is just putting the biggest target on his son's back. Not that he didn't already have a target on his back. And granted, a lot of like the Lane Hutson hysteria, which by the way, I have not subscribed to. I have not been one of these like weird online Lane Hutson haters. I have never been one of those. Although I am now. I have now become one of the weird, consider me part of the weird Lane Hutson hate club because of his dad. Because of his dad. Consider me a part of that club. I've never been a part of it though. But now it's not just going to be people on the internet. Like guys in the league, you think veterans in the league are going to see this and hear this and be like, oh, I like that. Yeah, you know what? I don't know how familiar you guys are with NHL veterans, but they normally don't love this kind of stuff, like they don't love it. Like here, this post from Bar Down, you never know what happens in the future. My boys are also Canadian. Where is he? Mr. Brad Marchand here. Get this guy in check. All right? Marshy already weighing in. Get this guy in check. What is he talking? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, if I'm Brady Tkachuk and I hear this, and I'm playing the Montreal Canadiens on a cold Thursday night, and I see scrawny little boy Lane Hutson going to the corner unsuspecting with his back turned, I am barreling it. I am taking his top piece smooth off if I'm Brady Tkachuk. I am fucking putting this kid through the fucking boards. And you're telling me there aren't guys in the league that are going to feel that way? I don't know. I think this is a crazy thing to do to your son. I think it's putting a target on his back. I think it's delusional. Look, your son didn't get invited to the orientation camp because he didn't go to the World Championship. It's pretty much that simple. That's how Frank Nazar got the invite. And you could argue that Lane deserved it more than Frank Nazar. But Frank Nazar went to the World Championship, performed phenomenally, helped take that team to win their first gold medal in like 100,000 years, and he got an invitation to the orientation camp. And your son declined and did not. And we're sitting here, like suggesting that he's like the greatest. He's already a top 6 defenseman among American defensemen. It's like, no, your son would not play in the Olympics this year. He's not good enough yet. Will he be? Yes, but he's not yet. And to suggest otherwise is ridiculous to me. All right, I do want to go back really quick and just play this other snippet just before the part that I just played, because they're comparing Quinn Hughes to Lane Hutson in being disrespectful, in my opinion. Outlandish takes here. Let's roll it.
Lane on the same team, but do you not think that those two could be on down the road, could be key parts of any U.S.
He's talking about Quinn Hughes right here.
I mean, listen, we're always hopeful, right? Like there's a lot of things that can happen, and there's a lot of things that are out of my control. They're out of everybody's control, right? So. Listen, Quinn Hughes is a great hockey player. Your son
not going to the Worlds was not out of your control.
There's no doubt about that.
Whenever someone says Quinn Hughes is an amazing hockey player, there's no doubt about that. But what are you about to say? What could you possibly? There's no but after that.
Him and Lane are different players. People probably don't agree.
Yeah,
with
I agree.
People say, oh,
yeah, Quinn's way better. Right now, Quinn is a way better player than Lane Hutson. And yes, they do have similar games. Like, of course, people are going to compare them.
Like, he's going to be... No, they're completely different. Like, they're not even really comparable.
Okay.
To be honest.
Stop it.
That's
obviously going to be Lane Hutson's comparison. His entire career is going to be Quinn Hughes. What are we talking about? That's not even a bad thing either.
Personally, I think Lane is more competitive in his own zone.
What? I got it here. Getting absolutely burned by Frank Nazar. Should have scored there, Teravainen. But not just that one time. Let's see another one. Wow, watch him. Oh yeah, watch him compete in his own end. What did he say? Let's take that back.
I think Lane is more competitive in his own zone.
More competitive in his own zone. Right. Let's see it.
They got more on the bench.
Oh wow, look at that compete. And Teravainen squandering another chance. Wow. I mean, watch this compete in his own zone. Watch him here. Watch him.
Yeah, they got more on the bench.
Oh, just flying in there. Gets absolutely dog walked by Frank Nazar. Just shoved off the puck like it's nothing. Watch him just, so much urgency here. So much compete. What are you talking about? Don't do this. Look, you can make the case that you think Lane Hutson should have been invited to the USA orientation camp. You can do that. You could even make the case that you think he should make the Olympic team next year, which I'd say you're wrong, respectfully. But you can make that case. Don't try to say, Lane Hutson's more competitive than Quinn Hughes in his own zone. Quinn Hughes is so much better defensively than Lane Hutson. Get out of here. Stop. It's absurd. It's absurd. Look, man, it's LeVar Ball, but it's worse than LeVar Ball because it's not funny. At least LeVar Ball would make you laugh. This guy's not even making you laugh. He's just sitting in his car in Lake Barrington talking about anything's a possibility. At least LeVar.
What I'm asking you is a simple question. We talk about the GOAT here, the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan, and you running your mouth talking about you gonna beat him one-on-one. Why would you say something so blasphemous? Blasphemous.
He would need help.
He would need help. Okay. At least LeVar was fun. This is not fun. This sucks. This is annoying. This needs a muzzle. This needs to not happen. All right. This guy should not be this guy loves the camera. He shouldn't. Get this guy away from the camera, all right? Don't do this unless you're coming on my channel to say stuff like this. Then, if Rob Hutson wants to come on the channel and talk to me about why he thinks Lane should go play for Team Canada, he's more than welcome. I'll probably bark at him, but like at least
Game is big, and y'all like it was a 5-on-5 game. He good. 1-on-1, I'm undefeated, never lost.
Never lost. All right, like we have. Rob Hutson is LeVar Ball at home. Rob Hutson is Aldi brand LeVar Ball, and I cannot believe he did this. I'm sure Bill Guerin is seeing this and thinking to himself, Rob Hutson makes some good points. After seeing Rob Hutson's interview and suggest treason and suggest his son become the NHL Judas, you know what? Maybe he should play for Team USA at the Olympics this year. Yeah, I'm sure Bill Guerin's doing that. I'm sure Bill Guerin's writing this down and being like, you know what? Yeah, you make a great point. No, you're putting a target on your son's back. I know he thinks this is like good for his son. I know he thinks he's like a spokesman for his son. This is not helping your son in any way. And I really think you should think about the things you say and consider the consequences for your son before you say things like this in public and on shows. That's all I really got for you guys. Bears are playing tonight. Go Bears. That's pretty much it. Like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Peace.